S71 of Troy Ware is our draw winner. Didn't race at the last meeting. Goes home with nothing. There you go. Gets nothing out of that one, unfortunately. Michael Kendall to start out of 3. Out of position 4 will be young Rusty Whittaker. Darren Vine out of 5 with Brock Dean sharing the 3rd row. Dylan Menz will start out of position 7, and we've got Brendan Palmer starting beside him out of 8. Casey O'Connell out of 9. The number 15 of DJ Raw will start out of position 10, and we are set to jet 30 laps of journey. A Queensland champion about to be crowned. Our current Queensland champ coming from all the way at the back of the bus. Let's pull the trigger and go racing. Smee gets the jump. Everybody fights for some real estate. Get in where you fit in, boys. We're through turns 1 and 2 clean. We're racing. Oh, Darren Vine. Darren Vine gets it sideways, and Casey O'Connell, Trev, nowhere to go, gets picked up like a rag doll.
Yeah, unfortunately, Casey O'Connell, as you say, nowhere to go, got tipped upside down and then belted by, I think that might be Jordan Mackay in the 41 machine.
Yeah, it is.
That got into Casey. Unfortunately, nowhere for him to go either, as the Progress Heavy Vehicle Repairs machine is lowered back to earth.
And he climbs out. Brisbane makes some noise for Casey O'Connell.
And I think that Darren Vine's night might be over as well, because I got a funny feeling that he got collected in the front end. Caleb Mills in the Dutton 1 machine just getting checked over for damage, so he may have been involved in that incident as well.
Yeah, it was a big skirmish, nowhere for anyone to really go. Viney took up the whole racetrack.
Yes, and I hate to say it, but sometimes they sit there waiting for that to happen.
Nathan Smee, Troy Ware. What a front row that is. Michael Kendall tucked in behind him, and Rusty Whittaker. What about Dylan Menz having a cracker of a night in the TRD? Rocky Dean right beside him. Oh, Kendall gets the brakes and everybody goes bang bang. We are set to jet. Brisbane, let's pull the trigger, take 2. And Nathan Smee fires the EMI number 14 machine out front. Troy Ware bounces the front wheels off the ground in the 71 machine. And we are down the back straight. This is where it all came undone for Viney. We are through and we are away. 29 to run. Smee leads the way over Ware. Kendall under attack from Dylan Menz. Menz right on his hammer as they go down the back straight. Scotty Farmer looking to tuck through on the double deuce. Rusty Whittaker. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th and 7th now. Starting to break away from the rest of the field. Lee picking it up where he left off on the 50 lapper here at Brisbane. Opens up a pretty good gap at the moment over Troy Ware. Michael Kendall throws the wheels in the air on the 35. Back to Dylan Menz, Scotty Farmer and Whittaker. Then we go back to Brock Dean, DJ Raw. Brendan Palmer's the next one in the queue. Matty Jackson just outside this lot as well with Travis Mills. Everybody's found a little bit of race room. The only challenge at the moment is Dylan Menz and Rusty Whittaker as they fire into the 3-4 turn. Whittaker sits on the bottom. Can he get the job done? The S-Linger pulls up in front of the Toyota coming back. Menz couldn't get it done. Whittaker shuts the door in his face as Smee ticks off another one. Where Kendall, Farmer, Whittaker, Menz, Rocky Dean, DJ Raw and Brendan Palmer. Matty Jackson under attack now from Travis Mills. Mills has to get out of it. Troy Ware and Kendall going at it side by side out of 4. Michael Kendall gets in the wheel tracks. Oh, Ware makes a mistake and Kendall fires the Toyota Power up in the 2nd spot. Smee just doing it beautifully, 1 lap at a time. Scotty Farmer now. Right up underneath the tail tank of Troy Ware as they come out of 2. Looking to crown a new Queensland champion here in Brisbane. No real battles on the racetrack except for Matty Jackson and Travis Mills. As Smee now onto the back of the slower cars, wheels up from the 14 out of 4. Onto the slower cars, gets onto the back now, the 37 of Lockie Polger. Dispatches him and puts a car between himself and Kendall. Tommy Klaus is the next one in the sights. Troy Ware now starting to come back on Kendall. The battle for second and third. Oh, Kendall gets it a little bit crossed up. Able to pull away down the back straight. Smee off another one. Almost halfway home. Kendall and Ware. Nose to tail into the 3-4 turn. Oh, Troy Ware had a heap of speed coming into the turn. Smee doing enough at the moment. Knows he doesn't have to throw caution to the wind. Trying to get underneath Tommy Klaus. Can't get it to happen. He's got enough of a gap at the moment. Over Michael Kendall. Here comes Whittaker now. He wants an invite to the top 3. Rusty Whittaker on the hammer now. Troy Ware. Starting to get close for second, third and fourth. Whittaker slides underneath. Moves himself into the podium. Nathan Smee leads this one. Kendall. Oh, problems for Brendan Palmer. The Trip FX machine comes to the infield. Kendall hanging on to second. Whittaker. A car now between himself and Troy Ware. Keeps himself in third spot. Ware back in fourth. Scotty Farmer, Dylan Menz, Brock Dean, Travis Mills, DJ Roar and Matty Jackson round out the top 10. Whittaker starting to carve up the back end. Goes to the top side. Gets around Polger. Ware comes on the inside and they split him. Nathan Smee. He's got about 4.5, 5 car lengths now over Kendall as he gets onto the next group of slower cars. Smee gets down underneath Matty Jackson in the Insane Tattoos number 18 machine. Matty O'Neill's the next one. DJ Raw now in front of him. Oh, Ware gets it all crossed up in front of Tommy Klaus. Everybody has to hit the anchors. We stay green. Through the 3-4 turn. Have a look at him fighting for a little bit of room. Kendall trying to carve his way through the back markers. Nathan Smee's clear. He's got open air now. Kendall's got a couple to get rid of. Rusty Whittaker, a great drive for third at the moment. The Stillmark number 58. We go back to Troy Ware. Scotty Farmer, the top 5. Dylan Menz, Brock Dean, Travis Mills, Matty O'Neill and Matt Jackson still in the 10. 6 to run for Smee. Has not put a wheel wrong since the drop of the green. Kendall now looking to dispatch on Matty O'Neill. Whittaker. He's got Matty Jackson in front of him. Kendall slides down underneath the Porsche Power number 16 machine to Matt O'Neill. Now he's got clean air between himself and Nathan Smee. Kendall will be hoping for a yellow. Doesn't look like it's going to come at the moment with 4 laps to run. Rusty Whittaker. Can he hang on to the top 3? Troy Ware goes deep into the turn. Ware trying to get back onto the podium. 3 laps to run for the leader. Almost there for a new Queensland champion. Nathan Smee doing it beautifully in the EMI. Number 14 machine with 2 laps to run. Whittaker and Ware's the battle for third and fourth. Kendall's got second at the moment. 1 lap to run. Doctor's jacket flies for Nathan Smee. The interest is second and for third and fourth. Kendall's second, but down the back straight goes the leader. Nathan Smee from the drop of the green, 30 laps in the bank. He will become the new Queensland champ. Michael Kendall home for second, and Rusty Whittaker gets on the podium for third. Scotty Farmer home for fourth, Troy Ware fifth. Dylan Menz, Travis Mills, Brock Dean, Matty O'Neill, Matty Jackson, that's the 10, DJ Raw, Lockie Polger and Tommy Klaus are our finishers. Ladies and gentlemen, from New South Wales, your new Queensland champion. Make some noise for Nathan Smee. Wow, Trev, what a 30-lap battle.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. There was no battle for Smee. He was gone.
Kendall had to fight for second place, but what about Rusty Whittaker? A brilliant drive to get home on the podium.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic drive from Rusty as Michael Kendall pulls.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, as he climbs out of the EMI 14, make some noise for your new Queensland champion, Nathan Smee. Down to you, Trev.
Yeah, Rusty Whittaker and the boys just making their way in the infield, but we'll chat to our new Queensland number one. Performance Wholesale, Eagle Motorsport Industries, Graham Racing Developments. Another fantastic job. Put your hands together for Nathan Smee, the new Queensland number one. Fantastic job, Nathan. Well done. Feature winner sticker. Mate, fantastic race. Once you got out the front, it was just clear sailing. Traffic was a little bit of a hassle, though.
Yeah, a couple of those lappers, once I got under them, they decided to race me. So, I had to be forceful. And, it's funny when you're out in front, you don't know where people behind you and you can sort of hear, I thought someone was behind me. So I was just trying to be consistent, not lose my concentration and hit my marks through the turns. And, if anyone was going to get by me, have to drive around the outside. But, my car owner, Stephen Graham, he put a really good car together, and the Eagle chassis, super shocks are working perfect. I couldn't have had a better car to drive, and GRD, the engine, we seem to have plenty of horsepower under this. So, but Sheldon and Philip, they've been working on the car all night, and Stephen, he puts a long hours during the week in it, and John and Kathy Kelly for also putting a good track on. Looking good for next weekend. Yeah, yeah. But next week's a new weekend, and there's one other bloke that's quite fast from America, so I'm going to have to be on the game and perform 40 of my best laps to be, a professional like that. Well done. Thank you. In second place tonight, put your hands together for Michael Kendall. Congratulations, Michael. Well done. Mate, he got too big of a start on you, buddy.
Yeah, he did. We were quite tight, but no excuse. Probably 6 or 8 laps in there, and we started to get a little bit more comfortable. Car was quite tight, but and then lap cars played a bit of a card as well. But good effort the second night in this car. So I've got to say a big thank you to Ian Botcher and all the Botcher Race team's guys, and all my guys. We busted our butts all night. Had a bit of a motor problem in the first heat, and kind of got it sorted out. So pretty happy to be where we are.
Congratulations, mate.
Thank you.
And in third place tonight, put your hands together for Rusty Whittaker. Congratulations, mate. Well, tough job to end up where you did, but you and Troy Ware put on a battle.
Yeah, mate, me and T-Dub had a few good battles over the years, so it's cool to see him back and have a good race with him. But I felt like left a little bit out there tonight. I just lost a couple of spots on that restart, and then got held up a little bit in lap traffic. I feel like we could have had a car to even challenge Nathan. I felt that good, but sometimes the race just doesn't go your way. Awesome to get a third, get on the podium. Yeah, thanks to all the sponsors, Steelmart, RMC, Darren's here tonight. It's awesome to get a result with him here and his friends and stuff like that. And also to the crew, Jeff, Todd, Wayne, the girls. Yeah, Gleno putting some awesome shocks in this thing. Craig Thompson for tuning up the engine, and yeah, a lot of people make these wheels turn, and it's awesome to get a result.
Well done, mate.
Thank you.
And of course, one thing for you, Nathan, the Perpetual Trophy. Nathan Smee, the Perpetual Trophy, buddy. Get your name engraved on that for permanent posterity. Beautiful, often has a piston at the top there, so congratulations, mate, well done. There we go, there's the podium for tonight's Queensland Midget title, brought to us by Insane Tattoos, Rusty Whitaker, Michael Kendall, and your new Queensland #1 in Nathan Smee.